tone.
Duh. What's up, Wiz Nation, Wizards fans? How's it going? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Cam Mingo. And the Wiz, we ended 2021 with a dub. Beat the Cavaliers 110-93. Now, I know we've been shorthanded because of COVID and everything, but we ended 2021 with a bang. That's all that matters. Even in Cleveland, they were shorthanded as well, but it's going with everybody right now. But we got it done. So let's get started. I think we got to I don't say a hot start. We got to a nice start, but then Cleveland they turned to a back and forth contest. Mobley and Kevin Love got hot, especially Evan Mobley. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna tell you more, but that kid is special. Like he's got my vote for Rookie of the Year. And I think Love and Mobley scored the first 25 points for the Cavaliers combined. But for the Wizards, first quarter, it was a team effort. Everybody contributed. Like, everybody was involved. We shot 59% from the field. Made some good passes. We were cutting. Like, it was just, we were the Wizards we saw in the beginning of the season. Second quarter, yet again, what we always say on this show, Bradley Beal does what? Bradley Beal things. Like, and we'll get to more about that in a moment. And shout out to Anthony Gill in the second quarter. And then even though he got in foul trouble almost the whole game, he came out, had 8 points in the first half. I'm like, all right. And that second quarter, it was a pretty much back and forth. We were trying to protect the lead. Every time we get up to 4, Cleveland tied up. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, are we going to pull away or Cleveland pull away like they did the last time? Because last time I played Cleveland, it was tight the first quarter, and then what happened? They blew us out. They just embarrassed us. But get back to this game, and shout out to Go Gafford. Like, he ignited the Wizards late in that second quarter. Like, he got on the defensive end. He had 5 blocks in the first half. He had one emphatic block where he just like denied it, and then ball hit the rim. I'm like that's the Gafford that we want to see, because I know lately he's been, you know what I'm saying, in foul trouble as of recently, not getting involved, but when he gets engaged defensively, it really knocks our team. And of course, Bradley Beal does what again? Bradley Beal things. 21 points in the first half. And I'm thinking, that vaccine he took the other day, I think it really got him going. I'm like, okay. And then he got him superpowers. So I'm like, all right. I said, but we'll get to the vaccine part in a moment. But third quarter, second quarter, we came out on fire. We went on a 10-2 run. The defense really got it going and turned to offense. But I think we built the lead up to a 17 points midway. But Cleveland, they made a run a little bit. Then I was concerned because Gafford, he was shaking up. And he was grimacing a little bit and went to the locker room. I was like, oh no, we can't lose him, because we had no Montrez and everything. We had nobody. We were playing with a bunch of G League guys. And once Gafford came out, it was the Kyle Kuzma show. He was doing everything. He was on fire in that third quarter. In the fourth, I said, I think we're up like 18, 90 points going fourth quarter. I said, you got to put them away now. But I think they did fell asleep a little bit, and they cut down to 15. I was like, oh no, because we got 15, we're up by 20. It gets a little nerve-wracking, but it came out, full quarter said, we ain't gonna give them a chance. Then, and it was, I think, not Cavs fans, but all fans were saying, we want Taco. I'm like, what? I'm like, I just said we want Chicago. No, it was Taco. It was Taco Fall. I'm like, this guy is a fan favorite. Wherever he is, I think fans love him. I'm like, I know that boy is huge. He is humongous. And I tell myself, don't let him score. Don't let him score. Don't let him score. And he didn't. I'm like, if he scored, I'll be happy. But not in our house, buddy. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. But we love you, Taco Ball. We love you, man. Let's get to these stat numbers here. Bradley Beal, he's back after missing 10 days because he was on protocol. Came out 29 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, only 2 turnovers, 13 and 20 from the field. Like I said, that vaccine really did him. And Brad, thank you, Brad. You finally took the vaccine. You finally got it. You finally came to your senses. I know, I heard that if you didn't took it before the 15th, because I know DC's having a mandate for a vaccine mandate because you got your proof vaccination. And if he did the vaccine, he wouldn't play games at home. He wouldn't play games on the road, kind of what Kyrie Irving is right now. But Brad, good decision, man. He finally did it. And Kyle Kuzma, 25 points, 11-17 shooting, 10 rebounds. And if you combine Beal and Kuzma from the field, they combine 24 of 40. That's 60%. Like, if those two shoot the ball well, hey, we can win. We can do some damage and win some games. KCP came back. He missed 10 days as well. He had 12 points, 4-8 shooting, 4-6 from deep. Gaffer had a nice game, 11 points, 5-6 shooting, 9 boards, only 5. The 5 blocks he had in the first half. And shout out to Brad Wanamaker. We signed him to a 10-day contract because Dinwiddie's on protocol. Came out, had 7 points, 5 boards, 7 assists. I'm like, and 2 steals. I'm like, okay. Cause I said, why is he got the start too? I'm like, why is he starting guys with a 10-day contract? I said, you should have put Denny at the point, but I guess wasn't so. I think he likes Denny come off the bench because he brings that juice and energy when we come off the bench, like Montrez, and I like that. Speaking of Denny, he came out, he had 13 points, on 5 of 12 shooting, 6 boards, 1 of 5 from 3. Cause I said he's not a 3-point shooter. I know he's getting better a little bit, but he's got to work on that 3. And for the Cavs, it was Love and Mobley. Love came out had 24 points, 11 rebounds, playing the Kevin Love of old, like we saw in Cleveland with LeBron James. And like I said, that kid Mobley, that kid is good. He had 21 points and only 5 boards. And Gaffer, he did a really good job defensively on Mobley. I know Mobley was on fire in that first half, and then he had like 1 or 2 field goals made in that second half. So good job, Gaffer on Mobley, because that kid Mobley, he's gonna be an all-star. Who knows? It could be this year. You never know. Way this thing's going, COVID going on, he could make the all-star team, but you never know. We shall see. As for the team stats, we shot 50% from the field. Cleveland shot 42% because I think both teams were hot in the first quarter. And then second quarter and on, our defense really kicked in. From 3, good job defending the 3. They were 8 for 28. That's 20%. We were bad from 3 as well. We were 9 of 29 from 3. That's 31%. And both teams were terrible from the free throw line. Cleveland was 15 out of 23. That's 65%. We were 11 of 17. That's 64%. The assists were good. We had 27 assists. The Cavs 20. And we out-rebounded the Cavaliers +3, 47 to 44. I know they are a big team. I know they're missing Jared Allen because he's the one who killed us the last time we played them. Not the last time, but the first 2 minutes we played them, he murdered us. Especially the last minute because, Cleveland, they're a big team. They're one of the best rebound teams in the NBA. But we took advantage of that with no Jared Allen, and so... But we didn't have Montrez, but at least we had Gaffer. I'll take that. And the blocks, we had 8 of them. And 5 of them, like I said, came from Gaffer. And we limit our turnovers. That's what we've been doing in our wins as of late. We had 7 to the Cavs 12. So, good way to end 2021 with a win. When we come back, we're gonna talk about some my favorite Wizards moments on this show. So stay tuned, Wiz Nation.
Love on the post. That's off glass. Good defense there by Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma free and clear. Oh, two hands, always better than one. Ooh.
Okay, we are back. And now, since we're at the end of the year, we're gonna talk about my favorite shows that I've done in 2021. It's not all of them, it's some of them. Some of my favorite shows that I've done this year. Now, I need the name one of them. One of my favorite shows I covered was the Westbrook game-winning shot against the Nets, where we were down the entire game. I think we were down 5 with like 10 seconds to go. Bill hit a 3, and then Garrett's Magic got a steal, kept the Westbrook, nailed a 3, ball game. That game was crazy. One of the craziest Wizards games I ever been a part of. If fans were in that building, because remember there were no fans during that time, they would have gone nuts if they were in the building that day. But shout out to Westbrook anyway. And by the way, having fun in LA. I'm just playing. But moving on. One of my favorite shows I've done was when we beat the Rockets when John Wall made his return to DC. Even though there were no fans, I think we should have saved the video tribute when fans were there. But it was weird seeing going against John Wall, who he had for 10 years, going as an opponent, and we gotta beat him and wherever he comes home or wherever we play against him. And speaking of John Wall, hope he find a team pretty soon. I know he hasn't played in Houston yet, but I think we play Houston. I think coming next Wednesday, so hopefully he'll be in the building wearing street clothes and all that, but he won't be in a uniform. Hopefully fans will appreciate what he did for 10 years in DC. And then also one of my favorite shows I've done was I think we beat Portland. We were on a 4-game 5 straight. It was our first road trip. We went what? We went 3-1, 4-1 on our road trip. So that was another one of my favorite shows I've done. And one show, there are so many. And one show, I think it was the only breaking news that season last year was when we traded for Gaffer. At first, I know who he was. I'm like, who is this? And then he came out. I'm like, we found ourselves a center. We found a center, and since he came to the team, we turned around, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Also, one of my favorite shows was the when Russell Westbrook had that monster triple double. He had 30-some points, like crazy, like 17 rebounds and 20-some assists. It was NBA 2K number, and you seen it? And I did the little rock the baby, and he not only once, not twice, but 3 times against Indiana. He destroyed them. But that first one, that one's one of the craziest stats I've ever seen. He's not. I said Russell is not human. He's a creative player on NBA 2K. And another show I like to share. This was the turning point of the year last year. I think we ended our road trip 4-2. The second one, where everyone's like, oh yeah, season's over. And then we lost to Toronto, where I think we were like 18-33, whatever record was, and we were like, yep, the season is over. But I think we beat Utah. That one in Utah, we've done twice, and then we ended the trip in Sacramento with a win. And then after that, I put my friend's podcast. Shout out to Triple W Podcast, by the way. I put this one clip where they said, "Don't tank, fight," and look what happened. They made the playoffs. Like who wouldn't thought that? I said, what did y'all do? Y'all did something. I'm like, I hadn't expected this, but I don't know what to say. But another show was I like was when we beat Indiana. Indiana when Russell had the game saving block at the end. I said, what can you expect from Russell Westbrook? And I think he tied he tied it. He didn't pass. He passed the next game. He tied it and he capped it off with a block on Caris LeVert. That was one of my favorite moments. And another moment when we clinched the 8 seed. Like I think if we played Charlotte, I think whoever won with the 8 seed and loser had to play 10. We were at home against Charlotte. We were down by 19, 18 points. We had a bad first quarter, bad third quarter, good second quarter, and finished it in the fourth. And I'm like, that was one of our biggest win of the year. And we played Boston, the playing tournament, we lost. And probably my favorite show of the year was when we clinched the playing tournament against the Pacers. That was probably one of the most complete games we played that year. And I did my promise, y'all. I said on Twitter, if we make the playoffs, I'll do my dance. I did the little Drake Tootsie Slide, the left foot up, right foot slide. I told y'all, I said, I promise you I will do it, and I did. But unfortunately, we went out early in the playoffs in 5 games to the Sixers. Also, I want to show it was the first time where we had to find a new coach. We let go Scott Brooks, and I said, Wiz fans, I bet y'all happy right now. Y'all bet y'all stubborn, like rejoice. But to me, that's not my thing. I know I did some people. I did one coach in the past, but once when I learned, I said that's not me. I don't celebrate a coach, someone getting fired, not even personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not funny when someone that you don't like gets fired. Like that cause sometimes in reality that can get you fired as well. But we did let go Scott Brooks, and I said, who's gonna be our new coach? And I did want Sam Cassell. He's my first option, but we went option number 2, and that was Wes Unseld Jr. And he came out beginning of the year great. Then second part, it's been up and down, but it's been up and down for everybody because due to COVID and everything, the postponement, we got signed G League guys. And moving on, also one of my favorite shows was when we beat Boston in double overtime. When an intro, I was like, yeah, yes, yeah. That game was crazy. Cause I knew when we beat Boston, I said, this team is special. It's special. We started what? I think we had a 5-1 start during that time. And finally, this is the last one. One of my favorite shows I covered was the Kyle Kuzma game-winning shot in Cleveland, where I was like, Kyle Kuzma. And like I said, he hit 2 game winners, Cleveland and Detroit. So downstretch, when in doubt, Kuzma come through. Didn't do in LA, but he's doing around the DC. And hopefully there'll be many more in 2022. And coming up for the Wizards in 2022, big test already. We're playing one of the highest teams in the league. And arguably could be a surprise team, the Chicago Bulls. Like the Bulls, I think they're like, a game back or a half game behind the Brooklyn for the top spot in the East. But it's going to be interesting because they had a good offseason. I said, other than Lakers, the Bulls had a good offseason. Getting Lonzo, getting DeMar DeRozan to go along with playing with Levine and Vucevic. So they're a really good team. I think some Wiz fans, I know some Wiz fans, they want to see the Wiz and the Bulls in the playoffs again. I'm like, I said, we want it because we beat them before. We not once, but twice. My Wiz fandom, we did it twice. 2005 and 2014. So why not do it a third time? So third time is charm. So hopefully, to be honest, I do want that that Chicago matchup in the playoffs. If we can get back on track right away, because we had a hot start, then we got a rocky. So we'll see. So Happy New Year, Wizards fans. Hope you have a blessed 2022. Thank y'all for supporting me in my show every year, every day. So thank y'all. Y'all know the deal. Follow me on Twitter at Camingo. See me on Instagram. My Wiz page on Twitter is at Wiz_Nation. Instagram Nation_Wiz. Thank y'all. See y'all in 2022. Peace.